Hey everybody, I just wanted to do a video with training camp only a few weeks away. It is an exciting time for teams all around the league. Everybody's looking for an edge, something to go into the season and give their team, something extra to do well this year. A lot of teams struggled last year that thought they'd do good. Teams didn't make the playoffs that thought they would. The Colts is one of them. There's the Chiefs thought they'd make it to the Super Bowl, didn't even make it to the AFC Championship game. Same with the Packers, thought they were going to the Super Bowl. They were the 1 seed again. They also didn't make it to the NFC Championship game. The Bengals went to the Super Bowl with Joe Burrow, a second-year quarterback. Nobody saw that coming. He got sacked 9 times against the Titans, and they still won. The Raiders made the playoffs after everything that happened, with Gruden and with Ruggs. The fact that that team was able to make the playoffs after everything that happened to them is remarkable. The fact that the Chargers, didn't make the playoffs with Herbert, just shows how tough it is to win in this league. Teams are really evenly matched. The AFC West is going to be brutal this year. I think teams from all around the league are going to be better. Texans even. I like Davis Mills. He was second-rated rookie quarterback last year behind Mac Jones. He's not bad. I don't know what they did really to add pieces for him, but they're going to be better. He's not bad, and he's going to make a leap. The Jaguars with Trevor Lawrence. I really liked Lawrence coming out of college. I think everybody did. He's the golden child. He's the golden boy. He should excel. He had Urban Meyer, kind of a crazy situation down there in Jacksonville. So with Doug Peterson as his head coach, I think he's going to do much better. He's going to make that leap. Probably won't make the playoffs, but at least they'll be better. That defense is still pretty good, and with him making the jump, I think Jaguars will at least be competitive. Baker Mayfield going to the Panthers. I don't I don't really know. I don't know what to think. I saw Robbie Anderson say something like, he supports his quarterback now, but before he got there, he said he didn't, we didn't want Baker. Because he was supporting his Sam Darnold at the time. So now that he's just trying to be supportive of whoever his quarterback is. I understand that, you kind of get stuck in a weird place. So, but with McCaffrey, you can't pick against the Panthers, really. You can't. So, hopefully they do well. If Baker's not very good though. So, I mean, he had like 11 good games, I think, and so it's tough. I hope he does better this year. He's coming from a place where he had a lot of good pieces in Cleveland, and now he's going to a place where he doesn't have as many pieces. And I mean, I meant McCaffrey himself is really good. Panthers are going to be bad this year. Period. I didn't mean I didn't mean they're going to be competitive. They're going to be better with McCaffrey. They got some pieces down there. It's kind of a mess. Who are you going to have quarterbacking? Sam Darnold or Baker Mayfield? I think Baker's going to beat him out, but how's that going to look? Then what are you going to do with Darnold? And their defense isn't very good. So that's, the offense is going to be good. It's going to be kind of legit if Baker can get back into old form. But it's just, there's so many questions. I confused myself. I was I was thinking something else. But like McCaffrey himself, it's just he's gonna make the offense better is kind of what I meant. He was out last year and they really sucked. They really struggled. So having him back is gonna be it's gonna be a game changer, not doesn't make them crazy better. So anyway, on to the next team. So the Saints, they got Chris Olave. I think that's a good pickup for them. Jameis, Winston, he's the dark horse MVP. I think I heard from a few people. I'm not sure if that's the case this year. A lot of people, he did have 30 touchdowns, 30 interceptions with the Buccaneers, 5,000 yards passing. So I know he's got some talent. Turnover issues. He beat the Packers 5 touchdowns week 1. That was kind of a fluke. It was like a preseason game for Rodgers, and then the next, he actually had like 7 touchdowns and 2 picks before he got hurt, I think, or something like that, or with Jameis. But the next week he struggled, and then he got hurt. So he was on pace to do pretty well last year. I think he'll bounce back. They finally took Taysom Hill out of the quarterback room and put him in kind of a different role, whatever he does, everything kind of. But just to kind of take the pressure off of Winston, I think. So that'll be something to look at. Obviously, the Buccaneers. Brady's back, his 40-day, 40-night retirement. I'm going to go hang out with my kids, and then, all right, see you guys later. So, Buccaneers are going to be good. They got the offense, Mike Evans, Godwin. Gronk said he's not coming back, but the defense will be good. New coach. Arians moved upstairs, so Brady got him out of here. And speaking of Brady, Belichick and the Patriots, they looked to be a lot better. I saw Mac Jones flexing in some video where he looked real big and, got some of that body fat gone. Same with Dak Prescott. He did the same thing. So if that translates to being a better football player, maybe. But Brady had the worst, body picture in the history of football, and he's the GOAT. So I don't know if that matters. It's what they can do on the fields. But Mac Jones looks to make that second year leap. It'll be interesting to see how he plays too. I'm excited to see everything. The Bills, they were so close the last few years, just on the doorstep. And if they can make that next leap, they'll be in the Super Bowl. They got Von Miller. That's a big pickup. Now they've only got, Stephon Diggs and Gabriel Davis. Emmanuel Sanders is gone. So it's going to be a different kind of offense a little bit, but I think they'll still be explosive. Josh Allen has still got a little bit to prove to me, but I think he's going to be good long term. He's already shown a lot of it. I just think he's got to be a little bit more consistent, but I do like him. They haven't been able to get over the hump yet. So then teams like Detroit, Chicago, the Vikings, Packers division, I do think that Detroit will be better this year. I honestly think Chicago is going to be worse. They just got N'Keal Harry in a trade from the Patriots for a 7th-round pick, which means that the receivers that they got, I know they had one, I think, get arrested for something or something like that, but they've got Equinemius St. Brown from the Packers. They got some other guys like David Moore. Oh, David Moore is the one that got in trouble with DUI. And then, they have Darnell Mooney, who I like. I like Mooney, but he can't do it all, and he's a little undersized. So they traded for N'Keal Harry, who's been kind of a first-round bust for the Patriots. And, it's just Bears I don't think are going to be much better. They got a defensive coach to go with their young offensive, quarterback. So it'll be interesting to see what they do. The Vikings look like they could be good this year. I'm concerned about how their offense will play. Obviously, they have Delvin Cook and Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen. But how can that offensive line hold up? How is Kirk Cousins going to play? That'll all come into account. And so we'll see. Defense, they got Zadarius Smith from the Packers, who is still, I think he's still coming off that back injury. We'll see how that, progresses throughout the season, if he misses any time because of that injury. So that's something to watch. Daniil Hunter on the other side. They're going to be like, the Sack brothers, they said, or whatever. We'll see about that. Week 1, Packers go into Minnesota, and that'll be a battle. Last year, the Packers really struggled week 1, so I hope it's not a repeat of that. But if Minnesota takes the first one, the Packers still have a good team to bounce back from that. So Detroit is the team that I think might be on the sleeper list for people. Last year they lost like 7 like super close games. Even came out on top again, in games that you didn't think they'd win, and so it'll be tough for them to do worse than they did last year. I think they're going to be better. Goff will be better. Swift will be good. Hawkinson. They drafted Jamison Williams. So I think that offense will be pretty explosive, and that defense will be always be ready. So they always are tough. I think the Packers will win that division, but it's going to be close. So there's a few other, Cardinals, Murray, they should be good. Like I said, I like the Chargers with Herbert. It's the league. I mean, there's probably 10 NFC teams and about 8 AFC teams or so, maybe 10 and 10 that have a realistic chance of doing something this year. I don't always like to put every team in that category, but because obviously every team has a chance, but some more than others. So the AFC East, I think the Bills are going to win. Probably going to be tough to beat. Dolphins and Patriots, I just don't think have enough to be a contender in the division. They'll win games and everything, but I think it's the Bills' division to lose. The AFC South, Indianapolis Colts, I think they're going to take it. Jacksonville, Houston, they're just not close. And Titans, I think they got worse. Losing A.J. Brown, I just think they got worse. So I think the Colts, with Matt Ryan's a big pickup. You got Jonathan Taylor on Wisconsin, so I think they're going to be good. You got the Colts. Then the AFC West, I think the Chargers are going to come out on top. I know it's, kind of an early pick, but I think the Chargers are going to come out on top. I don't know, that's just what I think. And then AFC North, I guess I didn't even really think too much about it. The Bengals, are they going to win again? I don't think the Steelers. Browns, if Deshaun comes back, the Browns got it. The Browns will take it easy. But yeah, then I think Baltimore might win, but they had so many injury issues last year, and I don't know how Lamar's going to play. It's going to be a toss-up between Baltimore. I'm going to say the Bengals, though. I think Joe Burrow, with this new offensive line, this revamped offensive line, and the team they had last year, they're going to be really good. So that's the 4 AFC teams. You got the Bengals, Chargers, Bills, and Colts. And then the NFC, Packers are going to win the division. The NFC North, that's obvious. That's going to happen. I think Bears will probably be last. And then Vikings and Detroit will battle maybe for a wild card, whichever one's better. They're going to be close. I think they're going to be better than you think. I think the Bears are going to struggle, though, a lot. I just think that they didn't do enough for Fields, and the defense got worse. They got Max gone, and I just think it's going to be tough for the Bears. So the Packers win the NFC North. NFC West, Seattle's not going to win. Cardinals, I think too much distraction with Murray. So I don't think Trey Lance is the starting quarterback San Fran needs right now. He might be better in the future. I heard some stuff. I heard that his arm soreness and that he misses days for rest, and then I heard that was fake news, and then I heard that he's got other accuracy issues, and so we'll see. I guess all we can say about Lance is we'll see if he can really perform when preseason starts or when the season starts. Jimmy G is still on the roster. Could he be traded at some point? Maybe, but doesn't seem like likely. And why haven't they pushed it yet? I don't know. So I still think the Rams will win the NFC West easy. That'll be their division to lose to. So then you got the NFC South, and that's the GOAT, Tampa. Like I said, Panthers won't be tough to beat. I misspoke before and said that they'd be good, but they're not going to be great at all. And then the Falcons, they're rebuilding. I think they have Mariota, and they drafted Ritter out of Cincinnati, I think. So they don't really have anything in Atlanta. I mean, Pitts is good, but they're not really going to be a team to worry about. And then the Saints always kind of have Tampa's number. That defense, it's going to be up to how Jameis Winston can play. Really, I mean, they've got pieces around them with Kamara and everything, and Michael Thomas is coming back, so they'll be a team that could maybe compete with Tampa, but I think it'll be Tampa's division to lose to. And then the NFC East. Or the NFC least. You got the Cowboys, you got the Eagles, you got the Commanders, and you got the Giants, the New York Football Giants. Giants, I don't think are going to make a big jump this year. I know they get Barkley back, but Daniel Jones has his struggles. If he runs it more, he could be dangerous. Just, I don't know what they really think on defense. They don't really have a solid defense, and then on offense, they just don't have a lot of other pieces. They got some weapons at wide receiver. I just don't think they've done enough. I think that's going to be tough for the Giants to win. The Washington Commanders with Carson Wentz, he could be good. They got McLaren. I still think they have another receiver. I saw that should be good. So they kind of have a little duo out there, and it's just up to Wentz. How can Wentz play? I think it's going to come down to the Cowboys and the Eagles. Eagles, they called themselves a dream team already, or all-star team, I think, or something like that. So it's it'll be all I say is beat Dallas. I think Jalen Hurts can be a solid starting quarterback. I think he just wins. He just wins. And so I think he's legit. He's a guy that can carry a team, and they got a lot of solid pieces around him. Devontae Smith, like I said, A.J. Brown. Their defense is pretty stacked with Graham and Fletcher, Cox. So, and they just drafted a big baby Davis. So, I know that he's massive. So like 6'6" and runs like a 4.5. So he'll be fun to watch this year. Just beat Dallas, like I said, because Dak's shaped up. Zeke said he's in the best shape of his life. I saw some videos of him, making cuts pretty crazy. And, CeeDee Lamb is the real deal. So see how the other guys fit around them. But I think that is going to come up between the Eagles and the Cowboys, and we'll see who comes out on top. McCarthy's going to do something, make the wrong call or challenge something when he shouldn't, or not challenge something when he should, and they're going to lose a key game, and it might just be against the Eagles. So I think the Eagles will probably take it. So then I got the Eagles in the NFC East, Packers in the NFC North, Rams in the NFC West, and the Buccaneers in the NFC South. So that rounds out all 8 divisions, and that's the Around the League for the day. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Catch you in the next video. Peace.